Greetings, everybody. This is your host with the most, Miss Stephanie Tigress J, and you are listening to Tigress Corner Talk Radio right here on iHeartRadio. This edition is brought to you by Tigress Lane Enterprises in association with Silky Milk is Laughter Entertainment, Porsche Media Group, iHeartRadio, and Spreaker. Now, I've got my two handsome co-hosts with me tonight, Smooth Caramel Mr. Carl D and Silky Milk Mike J. So let's get this Christmas Eve party started. Smooth and Silky, how you boys doing tonight?
Back to Violin Dialing D. Wow. I am so glad to be here. This is your boy Smooth Caramel.
What's going on, Smooth?
What's up, Tigress?
And how about you, Silky? How you doing tonight?
Well, I'd like to thank you for that introduction, but I have a problem with it. I am not handsome. I am sexy. I just want the listeners out there to know. You know what I'm saying? I'm sexy.
I do offer my sincerest apologies.
You know, it's all good.
I did not mean to disrespect you.
Oh.
I forgot. Smooth, you are handsome.
Yes.
Silky
is sexy. See
how
that just flows?
My bad.
Silky is sexy.
It's the S&S.
You see what I'm saying? You know, but I'm glad to be
well,
here,
that
Miss
means
Tigress.
if it's S&S, that means Smooth is now Smooth Suave. He's suave. Right?
Okay.
Okay, suave and smooth.
There it is.
It just go hand in hand. Suave and smooth.
There you go.
Yeah, sexy and silky. You see what I'm saying?
Well,
it just sounds good.
Well, we are so glad to be back here in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
We were out of the studio for a little bit of time. We did our roundtable discussions, but we were out for a little bit, but it feels good to be back in the PMG Studio Lab.
Yes, indeed.
Shout out to Porsche Media Group and our wonderful, say it with me, y'all, Director.
You just hit the dab on him.
That's right. Phil Cleveland in the house.
Yeah, he's sporting his Dallas Throwback Thursday Emmitt Smith jersey.
Oh, okay. You peeped that, huh?
Yeah, I peeped that.
Okay. All right. Well, y'all, this is our Christmas Eve show.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
As well as our 2015 year-end review show.
Indeed.
So, first of all, what do you guys have planned for the holidays?
Nothing.
Except for eating.
That's it.
That's right.
Eating and chilling. What you got, Smooth?
Well, I think Smooth Caramel's going to get through some good my Christmas loving.
Okay.
So
ain't
unwrap
nothing wrong
a
with
good
that.
gift.
Unwrap it and then wrap it back up and then unwrap it again.
All right, now. Just make sure you come up for some air and get some food in you.
Oh, you know. Yes, indeed.
Say take a break. Keep some Gatorade.
Replenish your energy.
Electrolyte. Get you some Pedialyte.
Yeah.
Pedialyte.
Yeah, keep your electrolytes high.
Yeah. You gotta let it flow.
Yes.
Dr. Silky in the house. Okay.
It produces more fluids that way. You got when your electrolytes are high.
I cannot deal with you. Anyway, so we are going to take this time to reflect on some things that we've talked about throughout the year of 2015. And we have definitely had some interesting conversations, wouldn't you guys say?
Indeed.
But first and foremost, I do want to take this time to congratulate our very own Silky Milk Mike J for his very first stand-up performance at the Dayton Funny Bone recently.
Yes, my first time in a comedy club.
Yes.
I didn't know it was going to be that different from being in the church. You know.
Absolutely. It's a whole different arena, different type of crowd.
They just don't have alcohol at the church. That's all.
That's it.
You had to pay a cover charge to get in. You still had somebody manning the door.
That's right.
And you still had some chicken. See what I'm saying? So it made it a little bit different, but man, I had a blast. So
met some great people, and we also want to take some time because some of the people that came out to support you in particular, they also listened to the show. So we want to thank those of you who were able to make it out to the show to support Silky Milk.
I got to call their names.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Sil.
My my big bruh and his wife, the Petaways. You know, they came out to support, and then my big bruh and his wife, Mama Gray, brother and Mama Gray, they came on out, and then they brought their family with them. They brought Deshaun with them. I'm about to say Elder Lackins, he would have been there, but he was sick. So, and also shout out to my boy Fred Halls. Hopefully his daughter graduated. So him and his wife.
Congratulations to her. So we had a great time, and you met some great people. And
yes, I did.
Networked and
getting ready to do another comedy show. They want me to do a comedy show.
They want to have you back.
They want to have me back.
That's what's up.
That's what I'm talking about.
And we're looking forward to more great things from you in the future.
So now.
Yes, indeed.
Courtesy of your wonderful, lovely, beautiful, awesome business manager.
Yes, indeed. She is.
I think her name is Stephanie Tiger's Queen J. So shout out to her.
Yes.
Shout out.
She pimping me out, y'all. She got me doing comedy shows in a thong with tassels on my nipples.
Really?
We gonna make this money. That's what she told me. She said, we gonna make this money. It ain't playing.
You make money.
I make money.
Okay, well, amen. Okay.
And speaking of money, you have been doing really great selling your DVDs. You sold out.
I didn't sold
already.
out. I gotta order some more. It's crazy how this has been going. I've been sending them all over. I've had some local, but I've had more that have like been messaging me, hitting me up, and paying through PayPal. We do accept PayPal. So anybody out there listening, if you want one, you definitely just send me your email address. I'll invoice you, and then you send me your home address, and I'll send it to you. $7. That's all it's going for. $7. Just get you a good laugh for $7.
And if this is your first time listening and you're wondering what DVD we are referring to, it's Silky's. I call it his introduction comedy DVD. It's basically introducing him to the world of comedy and introducing him to the public as a comedian.
Yeah.
And it is entitled Church, What the Problem Is.
That's right.
You kind of get to see a different side of him. Like I said on a previous episode, you get to see a different side of him. You guys hear him usually clowning around, saying some just off-the-wall crazy stuff here on the show. But this time you get to see him in a different light, basically making fun of church folk.
That's right.
And there's plenty of comedy.
And I will continue.
In church.
That's right.
That's right. Just invite me to your church. I done been invited to some more churches. I'm going to get some more material.
Ain't no wrong with it.
All right now. Well, let's go ahead and get into this. All the stuff we've talked about this year. Man, we've had a crazy year. Yeah, it's been fun, though.
Yes, indeed.
I think our first episode for this year, we talked about Ludacris. It wasn't our first episode for this year. It was our first episode with PMG. PMG.
Oh, yeah, Luda.
We talked about Ludacris getting full physical custody of his daughter. And I know I took some issue with that. But you guys really were supporting Ludacris there.
Yes. Well, man, I think we said he who has the power.
Yeah.
Or he who has the money.
Who has the money has the power.
Yeah.
And like Silky said, with the female, she didn't fall on Plymouth Rock, huh?
Plymouth Rock landed on her.
There it is.
She needed to keep more houses.
That's right.
That's what it was.
She needed to keep more. Because remember, she's a housekeeper or something
that's
like
why
that.
we said she needed to keep more houses.
Okay,
That's right.
Get some more money.
Market herself. Get some business cards. I will clean your house for a nice, reasonable fee.
Anyway.
Did she look good? That was the question. I never met this baby mama. Did she look good?
Yeah, very attractive.
I didn't see her.
Yeah, a picture I see that I saw of her, she was very attractive.
Oh, well, she might make more money.
He's Ludacris. You know, he's not going to mess around with
with nothing that don't
under
look
the
right.
bucket, looking
duckhead.
There you go.
Well, shoot, she come over in a 2-piece with some chicken wings. I got some room she can clean.
Watch your mouth.
I'm sorry.
Got a couple corners she can clean
out. Make your money, Sister Ludacris. Make your money.
Sister Ludacris.
That's what
I don't think his wife would appreciate you calling his baby mama that.
Oh.
Well, he did plant the seed.
So they are now connected for life.
Indeed.
Well, he also has a baby with his current wife now as well.
Okay.
But anyway, we also talked about these ever so controversial Maicas. Remember the Maicas?
Ooh, you going way back.
I know you going back. The homo specials. Okay.
The 2-for-1s.
and for those of you who don't know, the Maicas were some little college group that a group of homosexual males who wanted to be allowed to join sororities or create their own sorority, not fraternity, but sorority. And so it caused a lot of uproar and it blew up social media, that's for sure.
Heck yeah, because there's no way they could be an AKA because we don't play. A shout out to my 06 brothers, the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity
and your
Incorporated, and my sisters, the AKA, the beautiful, illustrious, AKA chapter.
Illustrious.
That's right.
That's what he called them. So, Mayaka, y'all can't be a part of that.
That's right.
Yeah. I think they know that now.
Well, if they didn't, I'm pretty sure they would have figured it out. The MI, once again, stands for that. I'm going to put a new one in there.
Oh,
Okay.
The first one was it's Mission Impossible, but somehow you have become misinformed as well that you can be a pretty woman in an AKA. You ugly son of a
Okay, moving on to the next thing I think we talked about, and I'm not doing this in chronological order. I'm just kind of throwing some stuff out there.
Oh, do you think, Titus?
We also had our 2-part mental health episodes.
That's right.
Which was more of a serious.
Yeah, talking about crazy people.
Yeah.
But it was more of a serious topic and episode because, there needs to be some attention brought to that because mental illness is a serious thing that's on the uprise in this country, and that's evident by all of the catastrophes and the tragedies and stuff that are happening. And Dr. J.B. joined us on that episode.
Dr. J. Bizzle.
Shout out to Dr. J.B.
Bizzle. What's up, Doc?
She's better known as Dr. Christina Jackson Bailey, but
Indeed.
we affectionately call her Dr. J.B.
That's right. And she shed some light, some great light.
Yes, she gave some very valuable information. She and we also announced on one of the episodes that she is our resident mental health expert and psychologist for the Tigers Corner Talk radio show.
Yeah.
So shout out to her again.
That's right. And thank you for clearing up a lot of things for me, Dr. J. Bizzle.
On those episodes. Oh, my
Yes,
gosh.
Yes.
Do we need to go back on that one?
Yes.
PPSD.
Yeah.
Post-penis stress disorder.
Folks, that's not a real syndrome or disorder.
That's
but
what
Silky came up with it because of something that Dr. JB said. You want to tell the folks what Dr. JB said?
That's what Silky makes the women suffer from after he does his thing.
That's right.
Lies.
It gets in their head.
Yeah.
And that's what makes them. You see what I'm saying? Is lay in the bushes looking for me in the daytime with a flashlight. Like, where's this joker at?
Well, something must be wrong with me because I'm sitting at home comfortable, not looking for you at all.
That's because you know the penis is coming home to you.
That's right.
You ain't worried about it.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And we also talked about organ donation and how far we've come in 2015 when we talked about the first successful penis transplant.
Right. Since we're on the topic.
Right. Nice and seamless segue into that.
Oh,
but,
yes, indeed.
Yes, we talked about that. And we talked about, like I said, the first successful penis transplant that took place in, was it South Africa?
South Africa.
Yes. Yeah, that was an interesting show right there. I'll tell you that much.
Yes, indeed. For those who have a little penis Johnson Wiki Woo Bozak,
yes,
go to South Africa and get you a transplant.
No, that would be an implant for the small guys.
Oh, an implant.
No.
A transplant is for those who, because remember the story that we did on that was the guy who he had caught a really bad and potentially deadly infection.
Oh, yeah,
in his natural penis, and he had to have it amputated.
That's right.
And so,
he put in a special order.
That's right.
That's how he put in a special order. He's like, let me get the extra long black one with the extra hairy balls to go.
To make sure they're saggy.
Yes.
But see, what I was saying was, you cut the small one off, see. Yeah. You cut it down to the stem, see. And then
What?
then you're going to get you an extra longer shaft.
Again, Smooth. On that hand.
I didn't
That hand. What's that hand? Get the moving.
You didn't even realize you were doing
I
the
didn't
hand
realize
thing,
I was
did
doing
you?
it with the hand.
That's the breast hand. That's
folks, when Smooth gets to talking and he starts really wanting to expound on something, he's got this thing that he does with his hand.
Like the preachers.
Yeah.
He clarifying. That's the breast hand. Like, that's just the laying on the hand right there.
And he kind of cuffs it up like he's grabbing something. And it's hard to describe, so we might have to Periscope it one day. So those of you who follow us on Periscope can see what he does.
I don't even realize I'm doing it.
God bless you. Hallelujah. God bless you.
Then we also talked about the educational system here in America, and
I forgot. There was a statement that was said on the show about how all kids are dumb.
I think Silky said that. Yes, he told everybody that all their children were dumb. And a couple of people responded to me about that and said they didn't appreciate that.
Well, I'm sorry, but the truth of the matter is, yes, they are.
That's what D's stand for, dummies. People.
That's right.
Little kids.
Well,
yes,
that's
indeed.
a way of looking at it.
Mm-hmm. Anytime you're getting C's and D's in school, that means that they can't define exactly how smart you are.
Oh, right. C and D stands for can't define?
Right.
Can't define. I like that, Silk.
You getting C's and D's? Well, you must be really, teacher, what's going on? Well, we don't know how smart a dummy is. So we in the middle.
Right.
That is an interesting analogy.
Thank you.
Silky.
It just writes itself sometimes.
It's just flowing right now.
Just
That's right.
out.
Y'all come to the next comedy show. I'm telling you, I'm going to have you Putin in your seats.
And then, of course, unfortunately, we talked about all of the police on black violence that's taking place this year.
A lot of that.
Yeah, a lot of that.
It's been just too much of that. I don't even know what else to say about that.
It's just history repeating itself.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's basically what happened all those years ago, but just in modern day in a different way. So let's see. We talked about legalization of same-sex marriage.
Oh, yeah.
That was a very controversial topic and conversation.
Yeah, and anybody listening right now from the LGBT, I just want you to know that I am actually going to court and I'm going to sue all of y'all. All right? I'm going to sue all of y'all. I'm just telling y'all, and Silky is saying it because y'all jocking my style. Y'all going to have to change your initials up. LGBT back in the day stood for Let's Get Busy Tonight. So quit jocking my style. That's the note I used to pass to the girls when I got a little older, LGBT. With a question mark on it, yes or no. You see what I'm saying?
And
so
now
y'all
you
gonna
can't use that.
No, they're going to have to switch it up to LBGT.
LBGT?
That's right. Then they'll have to go to lesbian, bisexual, gay, and trans. You cannot take LGBT. We already started that. So we suing y'all. We just want you to know we coming for you.
So that's your way of fighting back.
That's right. They taking my stuff. LGBT. That was how we talk. We talk cold back in the day to the girl. So the teacher, when she got to know what does LGBT stand for, don't worry about it. But she know what I mean.
Speaking of that, then that's another seamless segue into the next.
Self.
Yeah. We also talked about the whole craze about Netflix and chill.
You know what?
That's a new thing now with the teenagers. You know,
when you watching some porn, huh?
No, remember the. I
thought that's what it was. That's what it was.
The Netflix and chill was. If you see, remember I said on that, and that was when we did one of our roundtable discussions, and I was saying how parents need to watch out for that. They see that in their kids' cell phones, as a text message. That means, do you want to get a movie and
Right,
but busy.
The movie was going to be porn, right?
No.
Oh, it's a regular movie.
Right.
Something from Netflix.
Right,
yeah.
So that's
a regular movie.
It's code for you want to come over, watch a movie and get busy. So Netflix and chill.
Oh, okay.
Got these young kids talk about you want to come watch Netflix and they ain't even got $7 to pay for the subscription.
Right.
How dare you?
They want to make a movie. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We also talked about some controversial presidential candidates that tried to enter the race. One, namely,
D's Nuts.
Huh? And Silky, what are you?
I'm going to be his assistant presidential candidate. My name's going to be in your mouth.
Yeah, and that, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, which I don't know how you don't know because it was all over social media, but the young man, he was a high school kid, 16 years old, sophomore in high school, I think, and he decided to throw his hat in the ring briefly, and he went by the presidential candidate name of D's Nuts.
That's right, D's Nuts.
And
but I ain't voting for him.
And he said the reason why he threw his hat in the ring briefly, or he applied to become a candidate, is because he didn't want to see Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump become president. So, and then of course we had some other interesting ones, like what was the other one, Mr. Limberbutt or something like that. Yeah, it was some crazy names. I didn't understand.
Wonder how his butt got limber.
Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it.
I didn't even know how to make that one even sound attractive. What I was thinking, because I was getting ready to go there. Like the only way you can limber a butt up is with KY jelly.
Oh no! See, I thought you guys would come back and say with these nuts, because that's what y'all said the last time.
But I couldn't say it out of my mouth because that said a little bit too fruity. I mean, he can limber himself up with a 15-inch chocolate thunder.
Okay, there you go, that chocolate thunder again. Why do you keep bringing chocolate thunder? Is innocent in all of this, but for some reason you have managed all year long to bring chocolate thunder.
I mean, the topics, it just comes out like that sometimes.
Yes, and segueing into our next.
But no, I was going to say too, we've also had some great guests here in the studio.
Indeed.
Oh
and guests, call-in guests. We had Sean C. Johnson at the beginning of the
boy,
year.
Sean.
Shout out.
He got a new CD getting ready to drop,
Yeah, he's getting ready to drop another project, which we are looking forward to.
And he's going to be in the Columbus area in January.
Yes.
He's performing. Show coming up. So
we will be attending that event.
Oh, yes, we will be.
Yes, indeed.
We also, one of our calling guests was actress and comedian Dominique.
Dominique,
Yes, shout out to her.
Shout
we
out.
had a great time with her, and she was discussing her latest projects and also the upcoming, well, it's already out, but at that time it was the upcoming season 2 of Black Jesus.
Black Jesus.
So we had a great time with her. We also had actor and comedian Mark Gregory here in the studio with us.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Sweetwater cornbread.
Mark.
Yes,
Hot
that's his name.
dog.
Right. That was, he gave himself a radio name. Sweetwater
cornbread.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Mark Gregory.
Shout out.
That was funny.
We definitely look forward to having
He's
him back
doing
in the
his
studio.
thing. That boy is
he's
out.
busy. He's
He on
very
tour
busy.
right now.
He on tour, making it happen with David Mann. And, so he doing big things. Shout out Marky Mark. But he still find time to come through the city and take my DVD. Boy, gonna ride up on me.
He did a drive-by.
He did a drive-by on me, man. I'm leaving the post office, and all of a sudden I hear this, and I was like, I looked, and it was him, and he was rolling. I said, you got one more time, especially over in the black neighborhood. I almost threw a rock at your window. He was like, where the DVD? I said, give me a second. He rolled up on me, stole the DVD, and said, I'll holler at you. Like, how dare you?
know what,
Mark is
though?
crazy.
He deserved that because he's been kind of mentoring you a little bit. behind the scenes.
That's my
you know.
He always hitting me a text. He liked the DVD, said he loved the content, and he said, I got some stuff that we can build on for that. And I said, I appreciate it. So he always humble, down to earth, and takes the time to
very, very down to earth.
give me some pointers. So I told him, I said, I hope to be one day where you are now.
Yeah, I think he was the first to call you a humorist.
A humorist.
Yes,
Call me a humorist.
And you know what? That's good that you said that, because now because he did say that when you do your first show, you can call yourself a comedian.
Then you can call you. And then he switched it. I said, hey, Marky Mark, I did my first show. He said, oh, hold on there, young fella. You still need 4 more. I said, so now I need 5 shows. Now I'm up to 6,
Okay,
Mark.
so
now what, dog?
So we'll call you a comedian.
A comedian.
A comedian in training.
Right. Like, oh, man.
We also had young author and motivational speaker Kenneth A. Graham Jr.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of truth.
He's doing big things now, too, since the show.
He's traveling all over, speaking.
He's speaking at different universities.
He's got a second book coming out, too.
Yes, he does.
He's working on that.
He's been blasting that on social media. So congratulations to you, Kenneth. We're very happy for you. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep living in your purpose and walking in your purpose.
Amen.
And we also had a special but unassuming and unknown guest here in the studio with us this year. And I'm going to give him a special shout out. So shout out to A-Rock.
Oh.
Well, Mr. A-Rock, is it?
It got quiet like
Right,
A-Rock.
like
I know,
A-Rock.
you guys, it's like just crickets just came in the room. Y'all stop
Mr.
that.
President. Yeah.
Y'all stop that. A-Rock deserves love too.
Dude is A-Rock is the dude on the Burger King commercial next to the king. $1.49 for 10 nuggets.
Anyway.
Yes, I think his famous line is, I am who I am.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, you sound just
Right.
like
That
him.
was it.
You did the finger thing and everything.
Yeah.
That was pretty good, Smooth.
Right.
That
Quit
was pretty
jocking
good.
Popeye's lines. The original A-Rock.
Yeah, A-Rock.
And we had a little milestone here at Tiger's Corner Talk Radio. We were accepted and inducted into the iHeartRadio directory and family.
Yes,
so
indeed.
that was an awesome thing, and we are enjoying that.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, we are.
Our
Enjoying
listenership
the
has grown
Oh, yeah.
a lot since then. So
big time.
yeah,
Big time.
so we're looking forward to bigger things in the future, in the coming year.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. We're trying to do a little something
Yeah,
now.
absolutely. And also, too, I want to, before we move on to some of the weird news that we talked about this year, I do want to give a special shout out to PMG, Porsche Media
That's
Group.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Because this was our first year working with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we have had a blast.
A blast.
And we're going to continue to have a blast
Go now.
with PMG. They've been very good to us, and the quality of the service and the work that they put out, I have to tell you guys, is A+ in my book.
That's
Yeah.
right.
And-
Yeah. Plus.
And if you guys want to know more about Porsche Media Group and our wonderful
Program
director.
just go ahead and visit them at PorscheMediaGroup.net. That's PorscheMediaGroup.net.
Hit 'em up.
Yeah, hit them up because they will definitely do you right.
And make your project. They would do you right and make your project tight.
That's right. I like that.
Say it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Say
I
it.
like
They
that.
did my
Ursula.
DVD. They did the editing for the promo
Yes,
and the
they did.
DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And special shout out to our listeners and friends of the show. I like to call you guys friends of the show because
That's right.
you guys continue to ride this wave with us, and like I said, we're continuing to have fun. We're working hard to bring you more entertaining, comical, yet informative content. Now and in the future, and we're going to keep doing it as long as we can.
Ride it to the wheels.
Right
fall
into
off.
the wheels fall off.
Absolutely,
You heard me?
absolutely. Now let's get into some of the weird news that we talked about throughout the year.
Yes, indeed.
We talked about the old man who was caught having relations with the shrubbery in his backyard.
Oh,
Shrubbery?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But see, I didn't want to say bush because I know how you two are.
It don't matter what you say.
It didn't matter. He was using extra fertilizer trying to get his bushes greener. You know, it is a protein.
That's right.
He was an 80-something-year-old man, and he was caught by his neighbor butt naked in his backyard,
Tearing it up.
with
In
one
a
of his
bush.
bushes.
In a bush.
In a bush.
Huh?
Yeah.
I think, Silk, you said True Green had just came and sprayed it.
Spray,
Yeah, it had to be wet.
Nice and fluffy, too.
Yeah. So his neighbor did, of course, call the police on him. He was arrested, but he was later released. I mean, come on, he's 80-something years old.
Well, he was trying to see if that Miracle Grow would work as good as Viagra. That's what it was.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he wanted something with the bush. So, hey, they got it.
He got it.
And then let's see, what else did we? Oh, we talked about the man who robbed a bank in Pittsburgh with the dildo.
With the dildo. That's where the chocolate
That's
thunder
where
came
that
from.
Silk called it a chocolate thunder.
They gave up they gave up that money quick. They was like,
Quick.
girl, he is not sticking me with that. Tear my insides up. Give him the money.
You are terrible. Oh my God!
And it was used too. That's even worse.
We don't know if it was used.
It was
I'm pretty
crusty.
sure it was used.
Yeah, it was crusty. Had some crust on it.
We don't know what it. You know what? I cannot deal. We don't know if it was a used dildo. We don't know if it had been previously used. We don't know. All we know is that it was a dildo, and he used it as a weapon. He was charged with possessing a weapon of mass destruction.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
That's right.
He was charged with, of course, robbery. And it was a few other. Oh, and something about a facsimile.
Oh,
which we were trying to figure out what. Like.
We didn't understand that.
Yeah, we didn't understand.
I thought it was
Would have
facts.
been. Oh, it was because it was a fake penis. Would have been worse had it been a real penis.
Well, speaking of, and that's because I do have a couple of pieces of current weird news that we're going to do at the end of the episode. So you just kind of hit on something, but we'll segue into that in a little bit. But we also talked about the doctor who said that we shouldn't make our beds.
That's right.
Because it traps in moisture.
That's right.
For bed mites to feed on.
That's right.
And I know you too, Smooth and Silky, had a field day with that.
No, we just letting the people know now. After you get through making your moisture, your secretions, and liquidy things of that nature.
Liquidy things. Interesting.
You don't have to make that bed no matter what your chick say.
That's right. That's right. Let it air dry.
It's so gross. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, if you didn't catch that episode, it was a university doctor who said that we shouldn't make our beds because when we make our beds, it traps in the moisture that comes from our body when we're sleeping. It traps it in and it leaves room for bed mites to feed on. So he was saying that if we leave our beds unmade for at least an entire day, then it will dry up the moisture and kill the bed mites.
Right. I know it usually helps dry the semen up very quickly when the air hits it.
We weren't talking about fluids. We said moisture.
It's white and crusty. So, men, there's nothing wrong with asking your female, come on, baby, let's make the bed moist. Let's get some liquidy excretions on the bed. Trust me, by morning it will be dried.
Yeah.
You know what? I wish I would have kept a tally or count of how many times I said Jesus or Lord have mercy on this show this year.
Wow.
Because you too.
That's Smooth.
No, that's why I blame it all on Smooth.
That's it.
We also talked about the woman in China who had to have a colonoscopy because she stole and swallowed a very expensive diamond.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
We also talked about the kids, the new rule, I think it was in Asia or somewhere, where kids under 17 would be forced to marry if they weren't in the house by 9 p.m. from their date.
Yeah.
That's the place to be, huh, Sel?
Sure enough. Man, at the age of 17.
Yeah.
Let's say, no, then again, no, not really. Now I'm forced to be stuck with
age,
this.
if they're under the age of 17, they're forced to marry.
Yeah, what you try to do is just get your wet on.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Get your moisture on. Is that what you're going to say?
Get it moist.
Now I'm stuck marrying this chick. Oh, my God, I should have went in the house.
Right.
So that's not what you said on the original episode when we talked about that.
Well, I had a dream the night after the show. I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I don't think I would want to be with the same woman at the age of 16, 17.
Or 15, because if you're under the age of 17, that's what the rule is.
Yeah, that's harsh. That's cruel. That's cruel punishment. You see what I'm saying? You know, because
so you're saying it would be good for only about 10, 15 minutes, as far as...
pretty much. Because most of the girls that were pretty at the age of 15, they end up ugly.
Right. In their adult life.
So, now I'm stuck. And then some of the ones that weren't considered so pretty ended up being fine. You see what I'm saying?
Maybe they practice polygamy,
Polygamy?
Yes, indeed.
No, they don't believe in that over there.
Oh, okay. Well,
that's
then
their
we
fault.
also learned about how we shouldn't eat fast food chicken nuggets or hamburgers because of the ingredients contained in it.
Oh, yeah, all the filth that's in it.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and get into the current weird news before we close out. You guys will probably get a kick out of this.
Not me.
Over in the UK, according to the Huffington Post, over in the UK, a football player. Okay, I have to take a minute with this.
Okay. They got football.
A football player.
Right.
Well, I think it's soccer over there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But they call it football.
Right, they call it football.
Football.
Yes, football. Yeah. But he has been fined and banned from playing for 1 year after slapping a female referee with his penis.
He was like, get the call right. Hold on for a second. I'm going to pull out my Bozak, my Johnson.
Was she sitting down or standing up?
Well, no. They were on the field, and it says he was upset about her performance not calling out an illegal play from someone on the opposite team. Mm-hmm. So he pulled his junk out and walked over to her, going off on her, and smacked her with his penis.
In the face?
Well, it didn't say where he smacked her, just said that he slapped her with his penis.
Was he white or black?
He was white. I saw the picture of it. I'm not of but of them, of the team.
It probably didn't hurt much because there's not much there.
Wow. Okay.
Smooth went there.
No offense to our vanilla persuasion listeners.
I mean, there's a saying. What's the saying? White men can't jump.
But you know what? That's not always, that myth is not always true. Not all black men are large, and not all white men are small.
Whoa. That's true. It's genetics. It just depends on which family you were born into. If you come from a generation of small penises, you can pretty much guarantee your life is over.
Right. But if you come from a generation of mandingos,
you can pretty much understand that you will have a lifelong job always.
A lifelong job.
And a list of women to go with.
Wow.
You always be working. You always be working.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's right.
Okay.
It's okay.
Now, she wouldn't have been offended had it been a lot bigger.
Right.
She'd have called him up after the game. I know you got fined, but I'm going to drop the charges. If you can you come on over tonight? She was just offended. She was like, no, he didn't. Just smack me with a little penis. That's disrespectful.
It's very disrespectful.
It was a double whammy, huh?
Right, a double one.
That's funny. Well, then the last piece of weird news, a man wanted by police for a variety of charges, including rape, sodomy, and sexual abuse of a 14-year-old girl, had the nerve to apply for a job as a custody officer at the Wayne County Sheriff's Department in Detroit.
Wow. As a custody officer.
Yeah. And when a background check was ran on him, they found all of this out, and they called him back for a second interview. So as soon as he got there, that's what they did. As soon as he got there, they slapped the cuffs on his hands, on his wrists. So I said, no, that was just dumb.
Yeah, that was just, he was trying to stock up on these little kids. I don't know what he was thinking about.
He was applying for a job as an officer.
As an officer.
At the police station. It's like, if you know you're wanted on charges, especially serious charges like that.
Don't apply for a job anywhere with the city, anywhere with the county. Don't even go and read water.
They don't even be a water reader. Don't even do that.
They definitely do a background check. He literally tried to be a police officer,
a custody officer. Yeah. That's what he did. And it said, it was a little side note that said he probably forgot that he had these charges.
How can you forget that? I mean, I don't know how you can forget that. Like, you know what you did in the past, sucker.
Right. He was probably happy, too.
Right.
It's probably, ooh, girl, they didn't call me back for a second interview.
Right.
Well, baby, go make that money. Then he called back, they arrested me, baby. Can you loan me some money to get out, please?
Yeah.
That's funny. That is funny. So he really tried that. Well, you got to give him an A for effort.
Yeah, he tried.
How about a big capital D for dumb?
I mean, that was dumb.
That's just sad. Yeah.
And sad, yes.
He's sad.
Stupid and dumb. That's what sad
was he high?
for.
I mean, that's the question. Was he high? Was he smoking something?
Don't know.
What? Did they throw him in jail?
Yeah, they arrested him. When they called him back for the second interview, they made him think that, he was a potential candidate to fill this position. So, like an idiot, he went back for a second interview, and as soon as he walked in, they arrested him.
So I guess he's in jail now, bending over, huh? You're getting what you want now, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was crazy. But that's pretty much all we have for current weird news. And for our year-end episode. We've talked, and I'm sure I've left a couple of things out, but
we ain't worried about it. I'm about to say it's been a busy year.
We talked about so much, and
we did talk about a lot. I just want everybody to know that I won't get fired from my job for stealing pork paraphernalia.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that. Yes.
Fat boys.
Yes, fat boy.
That was one of the pieces of weird news that we did. The man getting fired because he was too big.
And he was passing gas.
Yeah, that's what it was, because he was farting at work too much.
He was stuffing the pork roll up in his rectal. And nothing smells worse than raw pork
coming out. I think you had a solution for that when you said buy some Depends.
That's it.
You did.
The Depends.
And Smooth, you said something about, was that you that talked about the trees?
Yeah, go get you some car fresheners.
The pine trees.
Yeah. Put it up your crack.
Just hang a few of them up there.
Yeah, because he was trying to clear himself out for all the IBS. See, and so then I think I said after that he had to go get him a 15-inch chocolate thunder.
Yeah, he brought chocolate thunder into the mix again
to give himself an enema.
Yeah, and somebody listened to the episode and was like, "What is chocolate thunder?" And I was like, I don't think you want to know.
Google it.
Yeah, Google it. It might come up for you.
And we ain't talking about the old NBA player, Daryl Dawkins. God rest his soul. We ain't talking about that chocolate thunder.
Yeah, and it was a man that asked, remember?
Really?
It was a man that asked. He was like, "What is this chocolate thunder? What are you talking about?"
Well, Silky did explain it and said an enema.
Yeah.
So then you should put two and two together, right?
Well,
But they wouldn't know that a chocolate thunder was a dildo. That's only something that women know in their secret society meetings.
Yes. And that's why I told you guys to leave chocolate thunder out of this. Because chocolate thunder is very precious to our secret society.
Oh, my. Really? So, is that the name for all the females who have one? Chocolate thunder?
That is the name of that's what they call it.
Yeah,
chocolate thunder. Okay.
Yeah.
So you learned something new today, Smooth.
Right. How come they didn't call it milk chocolate thunder, for the white side?
They have that.
Okay.
It's not necessarily called that, but they do have
called a vanilla bomb.
A vanilla bomb.
You just made that up.
I did.
Yeah.
White lightning. That's what it's called. Chocolate thunder and white lightning.
The dynamic duo.
The dynamic duo. Ebony and Ivory.
I just want everybody to know, too, that light skin is in.
Yes, light skin has made a comeback, hasn't it?
Yes, it did.
Light skin was never out of style.
There was a time that light skin went out of style a little bit.
All y'all did y'all just set us to the side real quick just to hook up with Big Daddy Kane and Kumo D. That was it. And then all of a sudden, Morris Chestnut and Idris Elba came out. They just been sitting in the sun for a little while longer, but they really light skinned. Y'all just don't know
they're really
it.
light skinned. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just because they live in Florida and they able to keep a tan. That's all
they just got a tan.
Y'all gonna find out they light skinned too.
I think you hating a little bit.
We just keeping it all the way real. See what I'm saying?
He's leave my Idris Elba alone.
You see, dark skinned dudes are seasonal. You see what I'm saying? Light skinned brothers, we year round because y'all always come back.
So y'all, light skin is not a conspiracy. You heard me?
That's right.
Well, shout out and more power to the light-skinned brothers.
That's right, black power.
Okay, well, that's going to about do it for us, folks, today on this episode, or I should say tonight on this episode. But we appreciate you guys once again for your continued support and listenership, and for taking us all the way through 2015, and we're going to take it all the way through to 2016. Mm-hmm. So you guys have a wonderful, blessed holiday season. Don't forget to go to TigressLaneEnterprises.webs.com for more information on our services, products, and merchant links.
And to buy your book.
And yes. My wonderful partner here wants me to put it out there that my book, If the Church Walls Could Talk, Forbidden Matters of the Heart, Forbidden, Volume 1. let me try that again. If the Church Walls Could Talk, Forbidden Matters of the Heart, Volume 1 by Stephanie L.P. Jackson is still available on Amazon.com. You can either download it or purchase a hard copy, and Volume 2 will soon be released. I was hoping by the end of this month, but we're going to aim for definitely January. So stay tuned for that. And what else is going on? And don't forget to go to cafepress.com/Dama Sexy by SJ. And what else is going on? Stuff going on.
I'll be in another play in February.
Yes.
Another stage play. And I'll actually, I think that's it for right now. Well, the Atlanta thing, that's not until April.
Right, we're working on Silky will. For you Atlanteans, he will probably be in a neighborhood near you come April.
The Laughing Skull.
Yes, in Atlanta, Georgia. We are working on that. I didn't want to say the place yet.
Ben has already told me I'm in. Thank you, Ben.
Shout out to Ben of the Laughing Skull
Appreciate you,
Lounge of Atlanta, Georgia. We will see you soon. Smooth, you got anything coming up?
Ooh, keep listening to the Tigress Corner. Yeah.
We need to get you in the studio to work on your one-line hook.
Yes.
CD or
something. Y'all have to listen to the previous shows. There's a lot of hooks, I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, he comes up with these just right off the top of his head.
That's right. He comes into the studio.
We need to do a compilation of them. Just put them all together.
Yeah. Come into the studio,
CD.
make one big CD, turn the lights down. He actually, ladies, he's married, but he comes in when he's singing. He baby oils himself up when he's singing his one hooks. So if you want a live periscope of that, lights his candles. Yeah, he got it. He got it down. You see what I'm saying?
He prepares a special evening for himself, as Kevin Hart would say,
with oils and nice aromas.
It's got to smell good.
Yes. Now he might be in the studio doing that by himself because I don't think our program director
is like, look, give me a second. Give me a second. I'm gonna just hit record and I'm gonna run out.
Right.
You call me when you're done. Hate you, nigga.
Hey, don't mess up my studio.
Clean up after yourself.
Indeed.
Sliding all on the floor.
Oh, that's just nasty.
What?
What you just said.
That was the baby oil.
Baby oil.
Mine is in the gutter.
Mine is in the gutter.
Everybody's in the gutter.
I know what you want for Christmas Eve.
That special sauce.
Yeah. And it don't come with lettuce, cheese, pickles, or onions.
Y'all nasty. Anyway, so folks, thank you for listening. Have a wonderful holiday season. Have a safe holiday season. Please do not drink and drive or text and drive. And enjoy your time with your families. And until next time, go forward in love, peace, and laughter.
Deuces.
We are out.